college football game was played in 1869, like imagine the TikTokers would have been back then doing the little, like those little TikTok dance challenges and stuff. I've got it, you know?
Bro, the fact.
What up, world, and welcome back to another luxurious episode of Not For Nothing Podcast, where we are everywhere and nowhere at the same time, where we tackle sports, social media, gaming, and a hefty dose of laughter. I am your host, Stevens Ramirez, and joining me here today is my fellow co-host, Migs Monday. Let them know what up, bro.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Hope y'all having a great, productive morning or nighttime, wherever y'all at. Or it could be anywhere, literally.
Facts,
Morning
facts.
or nighttime. Or nighttime, man. You know, everybody be asleep or awake.
Dead ass.
Exactly.
Yo, if y'all need a good audio listen to, just tune into us, vibe with us, while we give you some updates on sports, because, you know, boom, we heading into college football and NFL season. Like they, boom, hitting back to back.
It's already started.
There you go. Preseason already up here. And before we get to those segments of preseason and social media antics and gaming, let's first dive into some segments that we didn't even know. Did you know that the first college football game was played in 1869? Like imagine the TikTokers would have been back then doing the little, like those little TikTok dance challenges and stuff. I've got it, you know?
Bro, the fact that a game was even invented around then at the time is insane. 1869 is wild. For just anything, really. Just for anything. May I remind you. Just for anything. Any sport. So that you learn something new every single day.
Yeah.
You learn something new. And right there, I just learned something new today.
And you know what's funny though? At the end of the number is 69. So immediately,
like, you know, crazy.
So what they were doing the year before, 69 God.
And like what they would do, I want to know what the hell were they doing the year before. Like literally, forget about that. What the hell was I doing the year before? Like, they just said, hey, I want to go a pigskin and anything like that, or actually host a game so everybody could watch.
Now look at that. Now we went from leatherheads to hard ceramic, but what, syntho glass helmets? No, not even that. Whoa, chill. I'm wilding.
I don't even know what the hell. Now I'm not gonna lie, they had to have had nothing at all. Like they just bashing their heads like to each other. They had to have none of that stuff. Like they were just barehanded, just playing football with nothing at all. Like the CT is already about to kick in before it even was invented. Yo, literally, bro. Like I'm just saying. Literally, man. It just happened, bro.
It was like, you know what? You dishonor me going to play a game of football.
Yeah, you think like, yo, like when they invented the game, like, yo, what happens when the person like loses? Like, there gotta be like some shit that happened. Like, it ain't just a loss. Like something like had to have happened or some shit.
Like someone lost a piece of land or some shit, right?
Yo, like exactly, like lost a piece of land or some shit. Yo, my God. I would love to know if they actually thought about that. Oh my God. And just imagine what life would be like.
Probably.
Because, my God, like, yo, say that, they put this team down and they say, yo, I bet my holy land or I bet my wife right now if this team wins. Now, imagine they lose. Like, they will be fuming. They will be fuming right now, bro.
It's like, give me your wife, your land, and everything.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Like, yo, and just imagine, like, yo, them just traveling over there. Like, yo, cause they had no cars. They had horses. So, yeah. Like, yo, they going to be cooked. They just lost their wife, land, and the transportation heading back home. And you, like, that got to be something. That has to be something at least. Like, at least, bro. I'm just saying.
All right, bro. We've been hitting that little intro like, yo, welcome to the show, everybody. So the main topics that we're gonna be hitting up on today is social media, NFL, collegiate football, and gaming. So, starting off, we're gonna bump off a little social media buzz. Bro, well, I got a question for you. What is the craziest viral trend you have seen lately?
My God, with just anything or like,
Like currently, what's popping off and what's popular so far?
oh my God, I think right now that I know of right now, I've been seeing like people. Okay, I don't know why this is a trend. I don't know why this is a trend.
Yeah.
You ever heard of the word demure?
Demure? Yes.
Bro, like I've heard this word so many times. Like I've heard the word before it was
Yeah.
even trending.
Yeah.
Now, for the last 3.5 days, that's all I hear. It's like every adult on social media is moving like a fucking high schooler. Like y'all found a new fucking words and now y'all just going along with it and playing with it, saying like, hey, this is something that we just found about. Like, bro, it's been there for mad long. Why y'all just finding out about it?
And you know what's crazy?
Like,
They're not even using it in a proper term so far. They just
yeah,
claim.
exactly. It's
I
not
kid
even
you
a
not. I
proper
just looked it
term.
up. I got the definition right here. Traditionally, the term demure was used to describe a woman who is quiet, reserved, or modest, contrastingly, sharply with the qualities like rancy, stand out, or loud. So it's like another word for a soft woman, so to speak. So
Nah, it's just it's a meaning for like, yo, a lot of women are just fucking too much. They're just fucking too much, bro. Fucking like, yo, get like, I just fucking, I just give it up the puss. Like, hell nah, like that's just the whole real meaning of it. I just fucking, like, y'all fucking, man. Like, yeah,
man,
yeah,
it
y'all
gives you
kill
another
me.
another turn to I'm not the 304. I'm not for the streets. I'm not losing my pair
They
bonding
be,
skills.
but they be fucking. Yeah, they be fucking, man. Yeah,
Oh
they
man,
be like, I'm not like, I'm familiar with y'all game, but y'all not fooling me. Y'all not fooling me, man. Fuck that shit. And I think that you got your jersey on, man. So, yo, I put my jersey on. So, like, yo, was it one of those days that you decided to put it on, or was it just like one of those days that you said, hey,
you know what's crazy? Even tailoring to the social media trends and all that stuff. Like I just threw on this jersey because one, we heading into football season. Two, relax everyone. I'm well aware what the Denver Broncos did to us and just leaving us in
uh,
measly 2 points. It's free
uh,
fucking season. Re
yo,
freaking lax.
yo, bro, like, yo, when I saw that shit, I had to send that shit to you. I was like, yo, they just fucking only scored 2 fucking cents. Like, who got sacked in the end zone? Then I
Bruh.
ended up finding out. I ended up finding out who got sacked in the end zone. It was Jets legend fucking Zach Wilson, bro.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, yo, and it had to be him out of all people. May I remind you? May I remind you? May I remind you? It just had to be him out of all people.
For real, like the memes that I saw, in regarding of the Packers and also regarding of Zach Wilson, there's like the season's over, we're fried. That was just like a hoopla of things. Like I even seen
Yeah.
freaking like they put Jordan Love's face on
Yes.
freaking Michael Jordan's crying face is just like
Yo, bro,
like
like the
like it.
people be taking that shit so hard. Like, bro, it's a preseason game. Like, listen, I'll tell you this right now, man. Like,
Yeah.
that wasn't as worse as I see my team fucking get cooked. We played the Texans. We went to Texas, right?
Yeah.
So right, all right. Please let me sit down for a little bit, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm going to pick my scooter up, right? Because I had to go get my shit fixed
Yeah.
and everything. So, and I forgot that it was a 1 o'clock game. Because I usually would think like, yo, certain games either start between 1 or 4, depending
Mm-hmm.
on like the teams and shit. We played
Mm-hmm.
at 1, and I forgot all about it. Boy, I'm on my scooter, right? Rolling through Central Park. I
Mm-hmm.
stop like at 1/10.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, I look at the highlights. I'm like, I'm eager. Bro, they got Daniel Jones throwing a pick six in the fucking 5-yard line, bro. That shit fucking killed me, bro. I'm like, yo, we starting early. We starting early. We starting early, man. we're fucking starting early, bro. Like they got this man throwing a pick six, bro, at the fucking 5 yard line. Not even at the 5 yard line. He was at the end zone. And I'm like, yo, bro, like we starting early, bro. Like, come
Yeah.
on. Like, bro, like it wasn't even just one pick. He threw 2 picks that game. And that's how much I missed the whole game, bro. I was sick.
You know
I
what's
was
crazy
sick.
though? You know what's crazy? Even though he threw them picks, I guarantee they probably didn't have their starters out there. I guarantee that.
On them. They only had half their starters. May I remind you? They only had half.
I would have been
Everybody
livid.
was playing. But I was already living. I'm like, this is year 6 of Daniel Jones doing the same dumb shit again. That's another thing too. Like, bro, like,
Yo,
you see how,
hey,
yo,
hey,
like,
hey, hey, I give y'all freaking credit though. There was a lineman on your squad
it
that
was.
freaking hauled ass. Like
Oh no, that's a
legitly
fact.
hauled ass and stopped the running back. Like I'm just like, ain't no way. And I played running back and I'm running
Yeah.
like hard, running downhill pause. But you know, just going out that and knowing that it's like a 300-pound like
Yo, D
big
lineman.
nigga coming
Yeah,
at me.
yo, for real, bro. It was a D lineman. That ass.
I'm
I
like,
seen that
ain't no
shit.
way you catching up to me.
Yo, I
Ain't
seen
no
that
way. I
shit.
must be slow
Not
as
like,
dog shit.
like there has to be a reason behind that because, bro, first off, bro, there's two things, right? A 300-pound D lineman that playing D tackle,
Yeah.
run up on a running back, like, bro, somebody's getting cut. And it is gonna be the running back that's getting cut. Because you gonna sit here and tell me that, yo, you are fast as hell from that 300-pound D lineman, and you
Mm-hmm.
telling me that you let him catch up to you and fucking tackle you. How did that work out? Like, that don't make no sense to me. But that man made the 53-man roster just from that play.
Yo, he
Just
didn't
from that play.
stop till the whistle. You know how I came across it? Shout out to 2 Buff Fitness. You know, I saw it on social media. Homie is like, ain't no fucking way.
Yeah,
You
that
got
shit
this.
was
Like,
nice.
once I saw it, I was like,
Yo,
nah, huh?
like literally, man, like, yo, like that, like stuff like that I like to see. Because, you know, everybody trying to make the 15-man roster. No matter what the case may be, you go out, you play your hardest. No matter if you win or losing the game, you play your hardest. That right there shows that, you know, a person will do everything in their power to make the roster. That specific play right there, either made the 52-man roster. In my opinion, we got what, 2 more weeks?
Yeah.
2 more weeks of preseason. So he's in the 53-man roster. For sure. But that running back is definitely cut. Houston, he's definitely cut because if you let that happen, yeah, you're getting cut, buddy.
You know what's crazy?
Just go put the fries in my bag, bro.
You know what's
Like
crazy?
that.
I saw so many like social media antics on Instagram and on TikTok. Like, of course, I'm repping Green Bay. I'm a New York Bronx. Boom, born and raised.
That kind of like sits wrong with me. How does that work out? Like what? Like you went from West Conference even get from New York. Like how
All
does
right,
that
boom,
work
boom. All
out?
right, hold on. All right, I'm
And you
gonna go
can't
a
use
little
Aaron Rodgers.
segue. All right, before I'm gonna jump right back into the social media buzz
Like,
and
bro,
all
you
that
see
stuff.
what I
But little
have on?
segue.
Like look what I have on, bro. Like come on, man. Come
So
on, bro.
my Uncle Wilson, like, you know, I was 7. My Uncle Wilson, like, you know, put on the game, and I believe the Packers were playing against either the Bears or the Colts, is one or the other at that time. And he would just like, nephew. I'm like, yes, Theo. He's like, you see that team with the G? I'm like, uh-huh. He's like, that's your team. And I'm like, okay. And ever since then, it's just been ride out from there. Yeah. Yeah, like legitly, because he saw me as the black sheep in the family. Yeah, I could play baseball. Yes, I can play center field. Yes, I could do all that good stuff. But then I'm just like, that's not my forte. But
Yeah.
I loved football. But coming back into the topic here on the social media trends, like so many people already counted out so many different teams on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, like already like labeling their whole life spectrum on the preseason. Like,
Yeah,
of
that's one
course,
thing I don't like. I don't like that shit at all. Like, yeah, there may have been teams that have been losing, but it's like you gotta understand, you can't underestimate these teams at all.
yeah,
You can't. Like, there are some good teams there are some teams that this is what I like about football, right?
yeah,
A team that has been sucking for years, right?
yeah,
has a Cinderella story within the season after.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love football, because anything can happen. That's why you never underestimate some of these teams that's out. Like, for example, last season, um, let's put the Lions.
Okay.
Let's put the Lions, right? They sucked for how many years before we was even born?
Bro, I was still swimming in my dad's sack, and they were
Yeah,
still losing.
exactly, bro. Like, exactly. It was all losing. Then look, last season, they get to the NFC Championship out of nowhere. They almost won. They were 2 quarters away, but it was the Niners. They had an unstoppable offense that was
No,
eventually going to.
no, I gotta give you a little sprinkle on that.
What?
Day kicker, right? Because one of the super Detroit fan, like when I went to Fanatics, and I'll talk about that over the weekend.
yeah.
Talk about that in the later segment. But bro, when he said, "Yo, our longest field goal kick was 41 yards," we didn't have a kicker. I was just like, "Ain't no way, ain't no way y'all ain't gonna have no kicker at this point." And then they're just like, "No, I'm so serious. That's why we probably went for it. We didn't have a kicker that could kick accurately. He only made 3 this season." And I was just like, whoa. Like that just opened up my head. I'm just like, ain't no freaking way.
So wait, now I think about it. No wonder why they went for it twice.
Yes.
But they went for that shit twice. But it's like, bro, like at the same time, it's like, yo, you gotta put more points in the fucking board. You gotta put, like, no matter if you make. Bro, there have been kickers, bro, that will, like, it's a leap of faith, but at the same time, I can get that because it's the biggest game of your life.
Yeah.
This is the game that's literally gonna get you to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No matter what happens. But it's like, I can understand that. But it's like, at the same time, like, yo, fuck all that extra shit. I'm trying to fucking get as much points as I can, because I'm not letting these guys come back. Like, no matter accurate or not accurate or whatever, I'm not letting them come back at all. I refuse to let the fucking team that I lost to score too many points. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like, I will do, but like, it made sense. But then at the same time, they only needed like 2 fucking yards. But like, those plays, they only needed 2 yards. It was like 4th and 2nd.
Yeah.
And they only needed 2 yards. They still couldn't get that shit. How the fuck does that not work?
Hey, you know what? Momentum holds no liberty. But
oh no, that's a fact.
But speaking upon that, like, it's been a lot of like buzz on social media trends, and especially like, the upcoming festival that passed, or like some sort of sports Comic-Con, if you want to go in that segment, the Fan Fanatic Fest. And a lot of like social media trends started to tailored on like, which gives credibility on today's day and age. Because like if we were to go back 10 years ago, like a lot of these social media trends wouldn't be as popular as they are, or viral as they are today. Like what I saw when you post like last night regarding of like this grabba challenge with the bacon egg and cheese, I was like, ain't no way we have fallen this far. It went from the top pods. It went from other shit. We just God, like, let's throw some grabba on top of that. That part, bro, that threw me off. Bro, and I was just like, we condoning
that
this?
Shit. Bro, like, people are. This is one thing I hate about this like humanity, bro. We are becoming dumb and dumb every day, every single day, bro. Because if y'all don't know about grabba, it's pretty much tobacco, whatever the case may be. But you only like use it to like blend it in with your weed and shit, because it's supposed to hit different. Sometimes people use it to like get the weed that they know is ass, but it has a little bit of flavor. Even people will still have the most weed and still use it, but that shit will actually fucking kill you. It will kill you. So just imagine digesting it. You're gonna either have a bubble gut, or somehow you're gonna end up in the ER. Yeah, pump your stomach. That's like, yo, bro, I'm telling you, bro, people are becoming more and more dumb every fucking day. Same with you ever heard of a Whippet?
Oh, that's what they use, like the whipped cream or the air canisters, just to get that quick 5-second high.
But pretty much, bro, this is with helium gas.
Oh,
so pretty much people find it's kind of similar. It's the same shit. People find like these gas canisters.
Yeah.
And they'll suck the air from it, which is we call a Whippet. And it's pretty much just helium gas. That shit will actually fucking kill you too. because you're inhaling that gas into your lungs, and then that shit will fire your brain. I'm telling you,
Jesus.
yo, our generation is getting cooked day in and day out every day.
Well,
And we like, I ain't gonna lie, we can't even stop that shit. This is like these motherfuckers get cooked at this point, like that ass. Because it's like, yo, like literally, like social media has made a lot of like that's one thing about social media. It's good for good things and bad things. So you have a balance between good and bad. You have a balance. 10 years ago, 10 years ago, bro, nobody was giving a shit about social media because everybody was outside enjoying life. Now look, everybody's inside watching dumb shit online. I'm telling you, generation has changed. I remember I was going outside, like literally, I was going outside most of the time playing basketball with my friends or like, doing other extracurricular shit and with no problem. Now, people don't want to fucking step out the house. I'm like, yo, where has humanity gone? Still,
bro.
social media has changed up a lot. It changed that shit up a lot.
So now let's transition into like, closing up to that segment, because I'm going to ask you like one question, bro. Like, and if you have the power to create a TikTok challenge for football fans, what would it be?
Oh, man. If I had a challenge, right, for football and stuff, like, this is like, I'm curious. Well, everybody can throw a football.
Yeah.
Everybody can throw a football or whatever. I would like to see somebody survive a hit from an actual NFL player.
Like an average Joe?
Like an average Joe surviving a hit off of, and actually, better yet, a team of average Joes going up against NFL players in the game. or like that's a challenge right there. That was a challenge right there. Because listen, we have so many people that say, yo, bro, I'll cook these guys or whatever the case may be. How about let's do a challenge of that?
Yeah.
And these are people that say that, yo, they don't sold my parlay and say a lot of wild shit. So I'm like, the shit that you're saying, do that in real life. That's a challenge right there.
Oh,
That's a challenge right there. I want to see all the people that talk to about these players saying like, yo, they're ass because they parlay ain't hit. I want y'all to actually, see if you can go one-on-one or you can actually win a game against these NFL players that you so-called trash.
All right, boom. All right, so then if they do that, they got to play against like either the worst NFL team. I would say Jacksonville. Yeah, I don't care.
Anybody.
Nah. You can't say anybody, because if they put like,
yeah. Actually, if you're trying to make it fair, yeah. Actually, if you're trying to make it fair, yeah. Yeah. The most trashiest teams you gotta like put. You gotta put Jacksonville. Yeah, they fucking suck. You gotta put the Titans. You gotta put the Colts. You gotta put the Jets.
Yeah.
You gotta put the Jets. Yeah, I'm saying Jets. Yeah, because Jets fucking suck. Like literally, they fucking suck. Like they fucking suck, bro. Like that ass.
Oh
and
my
like,
God.
bro, that ass fucking suck, bro. Or it's either you put up the fucking Redskins. You gotta put the Redskins. They fucking suck, bro.
Oh my God. I
Oh,
would
yeah.
say
Yeah.
I would say the Browns, but then that's like
No. They average. They average.
Yeah,
average,
so I'm just like, all right, boom. Panthers,
like
yes. Panthers.
Yeah, I was gonna say Panthers too. Yeah, Panthers as well. So you put like those teams like that against a bunch of plumbers, electricians, weeds guys, whatever the case may be.
They might get cooked. Like those teams might get cooked by the plumbers and average.
Yeah, that's a challenge right there. Though I want to see that. Like that's my challenge right there. I'll create that.
All right, so then how we would all right, so let's brainstorm on this. So let's build on it. How will we promote this, son? We're gonna ask like
literally, like yo, you gotta put up. Listen, like we provide the pads and everything else. They gotta like provide, but they gotta like listen. They will have to like I'm gonna have a whole info out or whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah.
Saying like, yo, if you want to participate in this challenge, right? Like you gotta send bread so that way we can give you hats, shoes, all that stuff, helmet or whatever the case may be. We'll set up the location or whatever the case may be, and go on from there. Then,
all right, so let's promote this. Let's promote this.
Exactly.
It's a band to join in. You get your photo, get all that good shit.
Exactly. Yo, get everything.
Stadium. MetLife has to be open to this concept. Just so it can be like, all right, because Jets suck, we're gonna use Jets Field.
Exactly. And we're gonna
Take that
use it in
Astro
the
shit.
worst we're gonna use it in the worst stadium, MetLife. But like somebody's bound to tear their knee up or fucking tear their Achilles because all the bad shit happens in MetLife. So you know what? To make it even better, we're gonna play at MetLife.
And then to add a little bit more sauce into it, like maybe we could just do like a little extra mascot dance off, like whoever, like have the best little dance or a little TikTok challenge on there at the touchdown.
Bro.
Like, you got that's on your contract. You got to.
Like you got to, bro. And then, bro, that's it. Like you got if you win, you got bragging rights for life. But if you lose, if you lose and get hurt, that's on you.
That's on you. You lost your job. You out of work. We ain't responsible. We ain't liable for that.
Exactly. You don't want to sign up for it. You gotta pay it.
And if you win, hey, might be a contract for you. Hey, you never know.
Exactly. They might be hiring. They might be hiring at the NFL. Might need people, man. That could be a practice squad nigga and say, hey, I made it to the NFL without even going to college. Fuck it. That's all that matters. Like, I'm telling you, that's my challenge right there. Average Joes versus fucking teams that actually play in the NFL that are trash.
I like that. I like that TikTok challenge. I like that little trend challenge of social media. But that's a good segue to our next part. And since we've been beating the bush and all that stuff regarding of football, we don't only talk about football. We got other sports knowledge as well. But since the season is upcoming, this is what is going to be our primary premise and focusing on. But upcoming NFL season predictions. I've been hearing a lot. I even got freaking some hot takes from fan fanatics, like certain individuals that's going to be airing their topics like this week. So I'm just like, who is your top 5 quarterback right now? Because I heard it from Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. So that's the one I was just like, ooh. So who's your top 5?
So like all time, or you want to put new generation?
Nah, like right now in this upcoming season, who's your top 5?
Because I want to put like new generation. Like honestly, like So new generation, right? Okay, number 1 is Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, that's obviously all right.
Number 1. Then number 2, we're gonna put Lamar because Lamar has 2 MVPs.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Tom and Peyton put Lamar on his list and on their list anyway.
Exactly. Like you have to put both those guys because at least one of them actually got far compared to Josh Allen, because Josh Allen is 3, by the way. Josh Allen is 3, but
agree to disagree right there.
He's 3. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna do his thing. He's gonna do his thing regardless.
Yeah.
As much as I don't want to put him in this shit because he plays in our division, you got to put Jalen Hurts at some point. You got to put him there. You got to put him there. Like you have to, because the reason why I say Jalen Hurts, bro, is because the man actually took his team to the Super Bowl in his 3rd season.
I can respect that. Respect.
So like he did good. I honestly feel like, because I like Jalen. I've been rocking with Jalen for a minute. No matter, even he plays with Philly, but I was happy that he actually got to produce because he was
the Eagles.
It's still gonna be fuck the Eagles. But you gotta give props when props is given. You know what I'm saying? So I'll put him in there, and then number 5. Number 5. Man, goddamn. This is where I hate the most about fucking number 5 spot. I am for Aaron Rodgers. That's 1, bro. Like the man he's not it anymore. He's not it. I'm sorry. Like, he's not it anymore.
That's Stephen A. Smith threw him for Tom Brady. Stephen A. Smith threw Aaron Rodgers as 5 for him. But I'm just like, I get it. He got 4 times, but right now,
because he hasn't played last season, so it's like I can't put him in the list. I can't put him in the list at all.
Right now, you're equal to Matt Stafford. Right now, he got a Super Bowl. You got a Super Bowl. So
exactly.
I love you,
so
but
it's like, but it's like, Aaron Rodgers ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing at all last season because he got hurt. In my honest opinion, bro, I think number 5 for sure. I mean, man, that is actually fucking tough. Damn, that's a tough one right there. You got Trevor. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow.
Okay. So you got Pat Mahomes, you got Lamar Jackson, you got
Yeah.
uh,
Josh
uh
Allen,
Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts,
Jalen
and
Hurts, and Joe
Burrow.
Burrow.
That's your type.
That's my five for the new generation.
I
Because
bet.
both these
So
because all these guys except for like it's a reach for Josh Allen, but I feel like Josh Allen hasn't really got like last season. It wasn't really his fault. So that's
okay,
why it wasn't his fault. It's just
all
his
right.
receivers don't know how to fucking catch a ball. They couldn't catch a cold for shit if they wanted to. Like literally. So, for all those guys have a chance to succeed. But Mahomes is always gonna be first no matter what. Because this man then fucking won MVP too many times. Well, yeah, too many times and has 3 Super Bowls for a reason.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be at the top one no matter what.
Okay. So my top five right now, obviously, to just for the repertoire of work, number one has to be Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes
Yeah,
boy.
that's a fact.
So that
Yeah,
has to be number
exactly.
one. Number two, I won't disagree with you. I will take Lamar as number two. Number three, I would take I don't care. I don't care what everyone else had. I would take Jordan Love as number three.
I figure
I
that.
take Jordan Love as number three. CJ Stroud is number four. And you know what?
Stroud was good, bro. Stroud was very good.
You know what's crazy? You know what? I'm gonna throw out this for a limb out here, and I know I might catch a whole slew of flack. I'm gonna throw with an honorary mention at number
Okay.
five, Tua Valor. I'm gonna throw Tua as number
Tua?
five. Yes.
Um,
Yes, there we
Yo,
go.
bro, like Tua, bro. Well,
Yes.
like with Tua, bro, like I like him and everything, but I feel like though he's a regular season guy. He's really a regular season
Oh,
guy.
wait, hold on. I threw an honorary mention. You know what? Tua is honorary mention. He's not number five.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
resend that. Let me
yeah.
belay
Because
my
I'm like
last.
Tua, like
But he did good. He did good with the Dolphins and all that good stuff. But
no, yeah,
belay my
yeah.
last. I would take Jared Goff as number five.
Okay, that's actually pretty good because Jared Goff is the reason why fucking Lions started winning because Stafford couldn't do shit for
So
some reason,
so so
even after.
so let me reiterate my five: Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud, Jared Goff, and honorary mention, honorary.
It's Tua.
Six man, two of our Lord.
Yeah, Tua. Like Tua, I fuck with him, bro. But it's like, he's like a regular season guy. He's a whole Hawaiian Dak Prescott, bro. Just left-handed, just left-handed. And I tell you this is before Tyreek even got to Miami. This is before Tyreek got to Miami.
Ooh, they did. I had to
I've
hold in
seen
my
this
laugh.
happen, bro. I had to see it, bro. Like I watched Tua so many times.
Yeah,
Even like when he took Fitzpatrick's job and shit.
yeah.
Like Fitzpatrick was the starter.
Mm-hmm.
Like I gave him the benefit of the doubt because this is his first year.
Yeah.
Second year when he had Jalen Waddle just by himself, he wasn't really doing much. First half of the season, and the second half he started to improve. But then Tyreek came in the picture. Then they didn't get far at all. They didn't even get out the wild card at all.
Okay.
They had to go to Buffalo. They had to go to Buffalo. Then look, last season, same shit. So like Tua can't really handle under the pressure like how Dak does the same shit. Even though Dak it is not always Dak's fault for why Dallas always sucks. It's always the defense because defense is what's gonna count on everything. It's gonna
Okay.
count on everything, bro. So that's why I wouldn't even put Tua at the top five because he hasn't shown me what he can do compared to what Josh Allen and everybody else in my five list has done. Because all these guys actually did something, except for Josh Allen, because he only got to the AFC Championship once, and that was it. That's literally all he did. Only got to the AFC Championship, and then nothing else happened afterwards. Can't even get out the divisional round at times. Because why? They gotta run through Patrick Mahomes every fucking year. Remember,
Okay.
the whole AFC, bro, is run through Kansas City. It's always gonna be ran through Kansas City.
I could see that.
It's always gonna be ran through Kansas City. It was just like that with the Pats. Everything went through Massachusetts. So now everything is running through Missouri. I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Okay. So then,
And then NFC wise, it could be either San Fran, Philly, or even Detroit, or any
okay.
other team that even the sleeper dark horse. It could be the same shit. But as far as AFC, it's always going to be Kansas City. NFC,
So
it could be either or.
which player do you think will have a breakout season this year? So since if you're saying like, the difficulties and the AFC and just going through Kansas City, and this is just an over generalized question, like which player you think have you seen that caught your eye will have a breakout season this year?
Anthony Richardson from the Colts.
Really? Oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
because the man, okay, his play style is very similar to how Cam used to play.
Okay.
It's similar to that. Running, passing 90% of the time, because that's what Cam was always doing. He was always running. He was always like running. Every opportunity that he had, he always ran, no matter what. So Anthony Richardson has a similar play style to him. The only thing is that Anthony Richardson hurt his shoulder.
Yeah.
So in his throwing shoulder, and he tore. So it wasn't really his fault. That's not his fault. But Anthony Richardson, bro, I feel like he has a better supporting cast than what any player in the Colts had, like, the quarterback wise.
I can see
So
that. I can
I
see
feel
that.
like Anthony Richardson is going to have a breakout year because of just, his game, who he has with him. Because let me tell you, he has some great receivers, bro. He got fucking Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, and this kid that they drafted. I think his name is Adonis Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
He's also another dude. Then they got Josh Downs. They got a good receiving core. Then you got fucking Jonathan Taylor as their halfback, their main halfback, and their line is good too. Defense needs to be a little bit better, but as far as offense wise, their offense is good. Like their offense is like a sleeper offense that you need to watch out for. So I feel like the breakout person is gonna be Anthony Richardson, bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I,
man. I'm
I
telling you, bro.
respect that.
I like his game. I like his game.
I respect
Now,
that.
now the shoulder injury that he had last season, it wasn't his
Mm-hmm.
fault. But he was winning. He was winning when he was playing, when he was healthy. Just like, things happen. Certain circumstances happen. And it ain't his fault. Things happen. Now look, that's my breakout player for the season coming up. Anthony Richardson, Stanford right now, 11:55 at what? August. What's today's date? What's today's date? Okay,
Today's the 20th.
20th of August at 11:55 a.m. I've said Anthony Richardson is going to be the breakout player of the year. Stamp it.
Okay.
Stamp it. Stamp it.
Got it. I
Stamp it.
respect that. I respect
How
that.
about you? Who's your breakout?
So
Who's your
I've seen a
breakout
lot
player?
of players like for the preseason and stuff, and obviously tailoring into the fresh game that was in seeing my team versus the Broncos. Obviously, I know the sense of urgency when they played was completely lackluster from the first onset game. You could see like there was no sense of urgency, but Bo Nix look very, very established. Even though like there's certain like components of learning the game and fast pace, because you also got to be aware that everyone else is just as smart, if not more experienced in playing fast paced football. So that's something that he probably has to adjust, because when he threw that touchdown pass, he was already over the line of scrimmage. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
I seen
part
that
where
shit.
he had to adjust. But other than that, he was quickly to roll out, quickly to adjust to the situation, didn't decide to stay in the pocket, said, hey, I'm going to use my legs. So that was
Mm-hmm.
something that probably the Broncos wanted from Russell Wilson, but didn't receive it. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
You gotta
not wrong
remember.
in that aspect, but
Oh
he
yeah,
played very well. So I think this
I watched
season
the
is like,
highlights. I did watch the highlights though, because I wanted to see like every other highlight that was around and shit. And
yeah,
let me tell you, because I watched him play in that one game when they had against Colorado, where Colorado had like that three run like
the
that
3-win
Linsanity
streak.
run.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bro. And Oregon was like literally the next game after that, the third game.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, like Bo Nix, bro, he didn't really need to do much because the defense in Oregon was good.
Yes,
It was
yes.
good. So that's why, he was producing his shit. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I feel like though they kind of reached picking him at like top 10, like in the top, not top 10, top from after 10 to like 20, because like most of those guys that came after what? Sucky and Caleb, and then Jaden, and then Drake May.
Yeah.
Half of those guys wasn't really like they were probably like late first rounders, but not first round talent, like second round talent.
Okay, I could see that. Well,
Like, you
like
know,
with Caleb Williams, like he's doing tremendous with the Bears. But
yeah,
then
you gotta watch out.
on the flip side, Justin Fields is doing phenomenal with the Steelers.
Yeah, down there getting sacked mad times is definitely phenomenal. Boy, I see Russell Wilson get sacked 3 times that game, and I'm like, yo, like everywhere this man goes, this thing gets cooked. But Justin Fields actually did a little bit more better though.
Yes,
Because you gotta
yeah.
remember,
So
you gotta remember, bro, like I kid you not, bro. I was tight that we traded down to get Justin Fields because I wanted Justin Fields on my team. Like, you know, I felt like he would have been flourishing in our system even better. But around that time that we fucking drafted fucking bum ass Darius Sony. Now look, he's with the Chiefs, and he might not even make the roster because he's unreliable when it comes to health issues, bro. He's unreliable when it comes to health issues, and he can't catch a ball for shit. He couldn't catch a cold even if he wanted to. Literally, bro. Like, yo, bro. All of last season, all the Kansas City games, all the games that he was playing, dropping passes, lining up at 2 feet away from the line of scrimmage.
okay.
Like, bro,
Okay.
like how the fuck you don't know what the hell you're doing, and yet you have 2 chips.
Hey. I put my name in a group assignment. I still get an A.
Exactly. That's all that matters. You got an A. You got an A for doing exactly nothing. Well, the first Super Bowl, he did do something though. He did do something. But second one, he ain't seen the fucking game at all, not once. Like literally. So like, you know, I'm telling you, like literally the whole college shit, bro.
Yeah.
It could be one way or another with a lot of these guys that, you know, because that's what literally like, for example, college football, the game that just came out.
Perfect.
Right?
Now we jumping into another segment that we just transitioned so smoothly.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's go. Let's do it.
So like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I love the game. I think that, you know, college football needed to have a game.
Yeah.
And it's been like since 11 years, you know, 2014 was the last one that was dropped. Like, you know, college football 25 is very fun. I like it. I love how the gameplay is. I feel like it's a little bit, I feel like it's better than Madden because Madden is going to be the same bullshit. But I'm still salty about that loss I took from you in overtime. I'm never going to forget about that shit, bro. You had bum-ass Colorado, and then I had fucking bum-ass Texas Tech. I don't know how I lost in overtime, and I'm still salty about that. Still to this day.
Hey, just to put a little salt in the wound, I'm an Xbox person, not even a Sony.
Exactly, bro. I was tight, bro. Fuck. I was fucking pissed, bro. It was a great game though, but
No, it was a good back and forth. It was good strategic movement. It was good, like I had to think on my toes. Like, all right, I gotta attack the corners. Then I gotta make them spread the middle, just so I can start attacking the middle. Then attack the corner again. So I'm just like, all right.
And then you see me
my
scrambling
runs though. My runs. I was like,
no, but the scrambling you had a hard time with. So like when I was scrambling, bro, like you was like, oh, I got you. And boom, I see somebody like downfield. I'm like, oh yeah,
that shit got me
that
tight.
Shit fucking. But like college football though, like, the game itself, it introduces me to a lot of new players that's gonna be declaring for stats and shit for next season. You know, everybody got Shador. He's gonna go in the draft, and you got Travis Hunter, and then you got, you know, Shador's brother. Then you have a Carson Beck from Georgia. Now, bro, Georgia is the best team in that game. Georgia don't have the game, but if you do, it's hard to stop that defense because you can't throw the ball downfield at all for shit because they're just gonna hawk the ball, especially if you're playing on Heisman. Then Carson Beck is literally a good quarterback, very accurate, but can't really run for shit.
Okay.
Then you have Jalen Milrows from fucking Alabama. Great scrambler. He can run. He can throw the ball too. Then you have this one running back that is from Ohio State. Pretty fast, but they nerfed his spin moves. Forgot his name. I think his name is Quinshard, I think Jukins or some shit. That's his name. Great running back. All these players that I use, they're all gonna be good when it comes to the draft next season. So I watch. there's gonna be some talent because they ain't gonna talk about this shit until like the season is done for NFL.
100%.
I started watching college football because of Neon. Like literally, I started watching that. I started
Yeah, I
watching
already
that
got
shit.
my, I got my college. You call me that, whatever. But I've been following him since he was in Jackson State, and like since he was like coaching in high school in Texas, like doing all that stuff and seeing how he influenced these men's lives, young men, excuse me, these young men's lives, and seeing how like speaking life into them. Had to cop a Colorado Buff jersey, and then
nothing wrong with
that's
that.
what introduced me to Travis Hunter, Shador.
Yeah,
like I just like. Yo, these guys are legit elite.
and mind you, Travis plays two positions, so he's a hybrid player. He's a hybrid player. That's what you call it, the hybrid player.
The only hybrid player, the solid position that won the Heisman was Charles Woodson. He was the only one that actually played both sides and still got the got the Heisman. But other than that, just seeing like how they cooking, I'm gonna say this now. And I'm gonna put a stamping on this.
Yeah, it's 12-4 right now.
Travis Hunter's gonna win the Heisman as Shador being the runner-up.
I feel like that's gonna happen because like bro, like I seen how he played last season. Yo, bro, he was doing good, but then he got hurt after the third game, so they was cooked without him.
Yeah, that hit, I was like, I know, because I played football, and I know I'm just like,
no, bro, it's intensity, bro.
I was like lapse of judgment there. That was lapse of judgment there, and that's the part that kind of like, yeah.
And it wasn't his fault that he got hurt. And let me tell you, man, like yo, I think bro, like a lot of these guys, bro, that are coming out of college are gonna be good. They're gonna be good players,
especially with the NIL.
Especially with NIL, which they should have gotten money for regardless because of how hard, like making money off these guys, and they shouldn't at least get a piece of the pie. Like, come on, that's why a lot of people.
Bro,
that's why, like even with like he was taking money underneath the table. They took his Heisman, and Johnny Manziel did the same shit, and they let him keep his Heismans. And they just get Reggie Bush his Heisman back. They just gave him his shit back.
Years later, even though they were in the wrong.
Yeah, they were in the wrong. But you let Johnny Manziel keep his Heisman after he was taking money underneath the table? Like, come on. Like, that shit didn't make no sense to me. And, like I'm telling you, a lot of these players that I played on college football, 25, yo, there's talent. There's talent, bro. It's some talent. Now it's going to be even more better because college football starts in approximately what? In a week and a half from now?
Yeah. Yeah, you know how much they make a year? Like yearly from 2022 to 2023, they made $1.4 billion. And yet they're saying, oh, we cannot pay the athletes. Bro, y'all sitting on a bill. Y'all sitting on $1 billion.
Exactly.
And now with NCAA 25, their revenue doubled, if not tripled, if double the max, but they made more money now, and people are starting to tune in more.
I was telling like some dude that I be talking to that I be going on the gym to and shit. He was like, "Yo, bro, have you seen how the Giants played?" I'm like, "Yo, bro, don't get me started." And I was telling him, I'm like, "Yo, bro," I'm telling him this, right?
Yeah.
Like, and like this is like my theory, right? If we become ass, right? There's only 3 players that I won that if we had like a high draft pick. There's only 3 players because like I'm already done with Daniel Jones as is, because he fucking sucks. I would love to have Shador, Carson Beck, or Jalen Milroe on my team, and those are 3 good quarterbacks that are gonna come out of the draft high up at least.
I could see that.
I personally would like to have Shador because Shador, like Dion wants his sons to play in a bright spot.
Oh, 100%.
So that's fit for him because it's the bright spot. It's everything that you wanted, and you wanted to play in the biggest spotlight of your life, and a team that you're sanctioned to be around for a long time. New York is the fucking team.
I would agree to it, but yeah, colorways and jersey schemes is trash. But I respect it.
Yeah, that's not, if you're talking about the 100-year shit, then yeah, I can understand that though. But like the white, like the white jersey, the blue jersey, the legacy one, you can't fuck those shit. Can't front like come on, man. You can't front.
I respect it.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man. You gotta know that.
But you know what? That's interesting that you pick those particular players and they transition well, they're not that they're transitioning, but they're building up their resume, building up their rapport, building up their skill set to be prepared to take themselves to the next level. But all of those players that you named are avid gamers. So transitioning to segment 4, and then like, our closing ensemble, like, what are some turning points in gaming that had affected the sports fandom or have affected you?
I feel like though, like honestly, like for me, it introduced me to like a lot of things as far as like, introducing me to the players.
Yeah.
Because, you wanna like know how they play, how, what they do in the game of football, just anything really, bro. Like
Yeah.
every sports game that I've played over the years has always introduced me to, a particular person's skill set or play style, you
Mhm.
know? Like it don't matter if it's NBA, NFL, or even MLB. It's always introduced me to somebody that is I never heard of before, or make me have like thoughts of like, okay, maybe this guy would do good, no matter how many times he's fucked up. And this is probably his first year. I think
Mhm.
it has a positive effect on me because you want to see guys flourish. You see all these guys that are one percenters
Yeah.
that is hard to get into all the sports that you want to get. They are all one percenters. They are literally the proof of you making it wherever is it that you can make it, regardless if it's sports or anything like that. You know? That
Mhm.
it has a positive impact on me because it's like, yo, it makes people believe and gives people hope. And that's what you want. You want to
Okay.
have that person that you look up to. Like for them, you have Fonte Adams as your
Yep.
jersey. You
Yep.
know, nobody know about this man at all. And now look, over years' time, he started becoming as a better player in Green Bay. Now look, he's one of the best dominant receivers in the fucking game.
Freaking off the line Financiado. Man, I
Yeah.
knew about him since Fresno State, but like, when he dropped that pass off of the slant and Aaron Rodgers yelled at him in mid-game, like, yo, come on.
Mhm.
And ever since then, seen him clean, 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 clean. Everything he just like, took everything from Jordy Nelson, from Greg Jennings, like just asking. He even said, like, yo, I put on the mask, and seeing in the video games how they really transcend his godlike skills onto
Mhm.
the field. And just like as you're saying, like, you get introduced to these new players playing video games and seeing the fun aspect of it, but then the competitive drive of knowing like, oh, I'm becoming a fan of this player, or you end up learning a
Mhm.
little bit more about yourself playing through these virtual games, and how like, competitive you can be, or how strong-willed you can be. And
Exactly.
the influence of that makes you enjoy the sport or enjoy any category that you put your mind into
That's how it
that much
was a
more
lot of times.
appreciative.
That's how it was a lot, bro. When I was like watching, when I was watching Eli most of the time, bro. Like I used him in like Madden 10, bro. That was the last Madden I played. Last Madden I played. But I was always a Giants fan because my dad is a Giants fan. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I was born into it. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, I got to witness my team win too. Then after the years done, then we got OBJ.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that little run that he had, one hand
Yeah.
catch, everything else. But he started becoming ass the minute that he left.
So it's crazy. Just to sprinkle some craziness, right? So my dad, right? He's a two teams fan. And at that time, he had to like, he was just like, hey, I'm gonna win either or. He's a Giants fan and a Patriots fan.
Yeah,
And
you
he
see,
and
you can't play both sides of that. You can't play
but
both
it's
sides.
crazy though, because like he lived in New York. Guess where he lives at now?
Fucking maps.
There you go.
Oh
So
my
I'm just like,
God.
ain't no way
That's like what
that's
a friend
gonna
that I got.
happen.
I got a friend that's like that. He's a Jets fan, but he started becoming I think he was a Jets fan even before, but this man was a fucking Patriots fan, mind you. He lives in New York. May I remind you?
Oh
May I
God.
remind you? Because we're in a group chat. We're in a group chat together. Because
Hmm.
it's two. Well, it's one Jets fan and then one Jets and fucking Patriots fan versus two Giants fans. And we always talk shit about each other. I'm like, yo, bro, like, you're a whole Boston fan, bro. Like, root everything for Boston. Like, literally. If there's 2 Giants fan, I'm like, yo, listen, I got to win this 2 Super Bowls. I could die in peace if I wanted to. Like, literally, knowing that I saw my team win 2. Then, shit got ass afterwards, even after OBJ got traded. Then Buck became in the picture. Then, boom. Now, look, he's in bum-ass Philly listening to back shots and nightmares. Like, so, and mind you, like, literally, bro, and I have his fucking jersey, bro. Like, and am I wearing it? Am I wearing it on the day that we playing? Yes, bro. Like, literally, I got PTSD. Like, I got PTSD, bro. I'm so tight about that. I'm still salty, bro. I'm still salty right now as we speak. Why would you pick Philly? But then yet again, he came from Penn State, so that's understandable.
That kind of rolled into it. Like you a New Yorker through and through. You went to Cardinal Hayes through and through.
Then look, you're a fucking bum ass Philly.
You back at your stomping grounds. He's like,
literally,
yeah.
you're back at your stomping ground. That's like with Micah, bro. Micah Parsons played for was playing in Penn State. He's a Dallas dude now. Literally, he's a Dallas dude. That's literally Pennsylvania. It's literally Pennsylvania, bro. 2 Pennsylvania guys that are in the division. One in Philly and one in fucking Dallas. Ain't that crazy?
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Bro.
And they're avid teammates too when they played in college, so that part of it was fun. But
yeah, they were avid teammates for like a little bit, but just Saquon got drafted first.
Yeah. But I guarantee they probably them gaming lobbies, they be talking real spicy.
Oh, they be talking shit. They probably talk more shit now because they play against each other.
Yeah, 100%.
But it would be funny though, bro. Like, it would be funny. Like, he's because it's Bugs in Philly.
Yeah.
And Dallas is always beating Philly. So like, yo, it would be funny. Like, yo, you go to Philly and you still can't beat the Cowboys. Like, literally, you still can't beat because like, bro, he didn't win with us. We wasn't winning when he was with us. We couldn't even beat Dallas. So imagine Philly. It's the same outcome. Like, don't get me wrong, bro. Like, that's what you need to have in the game. It's competitiveness and hatred for a team that is in your division.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I want to ask you this right now, right?
Yeah.
What do you think is the most competitive division?
Ooh, that's a good closing question. Okay. Ooh, that's a good closing question. Oh, well, I would say is a dance between the NFC North?
NFC North?
And AFC West.
AFC North and West. Why do you think the West?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, because Kansas City, so you got Kansas, San Fran, you got I would say the Chargers, but it's like
See, the thing is with the Chargers, bro, like they've been like they don't know how to fucking what's the word for it?
Maintain momentum.
That too, and not knowing how to keep a team together even after when they suck for so many years. Because bro, if you have I remember one year, bro, they had a number 1 defense and offense and got tacked.
Yeah.
And they waste talent. It's the same shit with the Raiders and shit. Raiders, have too many people that can't stay out of jail. And this happened too many times.
They just need a quarterback.
They need a quarterback, but as far as that, bro, they right now, how they are right now is better for them because, Antonio Pierce is literally their head coach, which he's good. They were winning. They were literally winning. So seeing him getting a fucking fresh start as a head coach, actual title as a head coach and shit.
Yeah.
I think it would be good for them. But as far as for that whole AFC West, I think it's still it's not going. They don't give Kansas City nothing, bro. They don't give Kansas City nothing. They don't give them no fight because it's yo, bro, we done played against y'all for so many years. But it wasn't always like that though. It started getting like that after 2020. It started getting like that when Mahomes literally was a starting quarterback and then boom. They can't beat the Chiefs. Bro, nobody in that division can beat the Chiefs, bro. Now if you get a game, if there's a game where it's you fucking have Mahomes having an off day, then that's different. But 90% of the time, bro, like the Chiefs have been winning that division for like the last 4 to 5 seasons. So it's like it's hard to stop that. It's like literally hard to do it. Now for North, I can understand from your aspect because everybody is competitive. Chicago, Detroit. I'm not really putting Minnesota because they just lost the quarterback that they drafted. So just lost that.
Yeah.
Then you got you got the Bears, then you got then you got Detroit, and then you got the fucking Vikings. That is a better fair fight because anything can happen in that division. Like
now
it was never like that because it was always either or, between the Packers or even like sleeping
Well,
team
back
like
then it was the
Minnesota.
Packers or the Vikings. It was
Yeah,
back then.
Minnesota or Green Bay. Now it can
Yeah.
go either or. Like, bro, last season was Detroit. So now Detroit is a competitive team now. So it can go either or between all those 4 teams in that division. And it could be like I said, either or. But as far as that, I think Detroit might have the upper hand now because of talent wise.
Yeah.
Because look, Chicago they still in the rebuild. They got probably got 2 more years. Minnesota needs to go on a rebuild immediately because they need to start fresh.
Yep.
Then y'all are literally in the same phase, just 2 years.
Yeah, we probably just trying to gel in our players because right now we don't have a receiver 1A or receiver 1B. Like we don't have our primary X and Y.
That's like for us. We just drafted a receiver that is most likely going to be the number 1 guy, but what's holding him back is the quarterback.
Yep.
Literally.
Yeah.
But my honest opinion though, like I'll tell you this right now. I feel like the one division that I would say is very hard to win. And it was never like this. It was never like this at all. Like it was never like this. It's now like this, but it was never like that at all. The NFC East.
Okay.
Because like bro, between Dallas, us, Philly, and then Washington first off never fucking really wins anything. Like they never fucking win anything at all. But all 3 other teams, like back then, it used to go either or between Giants, Philly, or Dallas. It mainly was primarily Dallas or Philly.
Yep.
Whichever one of those teams. Like for us, winning the whole East would be a fucking like a Cinderella run, but that rarely ever happened. It's like that now because Dallas and Philly are still competitive. Like they're still competitive.
Yeah.
Now Washington,
I give it to Philly though. I think Philly was gonna.
I give it to Philly too. I give it to Philly as well. Now Washington is gonna be a team that you shouldn't sleep on either, because they have a revamped offense. They got a new quarterback that they drafted. Just the defense is gonna suck. Like defense is gonna suck. Like it's gonna be stuck like really bad. Like it's gonna fucking be ass.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's my hard division to win in football. NFC East over NFC North.
All right, bro. That was a good closing ensemble right there, son.
Exactly.
I like that. I like that. Shoot. All right, my peoples. Yo, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Yo, stay tuned for upcoming episodes while we're gonna dive into more upcoming games and some social trends and what's going on. All right. Is your host Steven and your boy Migs Monday. Yo,
Yes,
stay tuned. God bless. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.